Flames seen shooting out of Frontier Airlines plane in Las Vegas. A detailed account. On a calm evening at Las Vegas Harry Reid International Airport, what began as a routine takeoff quickly escalated into a harrowing experience for passengers aboard Frontier Airlines Flight 538, the flight bound for Columbus, Ohio. Experienced a terrifying ordeal when flames were seen shooting out of one of its engines shortly after it began accelerating down the runway. What could have easily ended in disaster was averted thanks to the swift response of the flight crew and airport officials. Here's a detailed look at the sequence of events, the aftermath, and the investigation into what caused this dramatic incident. The takeoff that went terribly wrong. It was an otherwise ordinary Tuesday evening on October 4th, 2024. As passengers boarded the Airbus A320 operated by Frontier Airlines, expecting a smooth journey to Columbus. However, moments after the plane began its takeoff roll down the runway at approximately 7:30 p.m., passengers and onlookers were shocked to see flames shooting out of the right engine of the aircraft. A loud bang was reportedly heard, which immediately drew attention to the growing flames. Videos quickly surfaced on social media, showing the frightening sight of bright orange flames licking the sides of the engine as the plane sped down the tarmac. Passengers aboard the flight described the initial shock and confusion, with some reporting that they could smell burning fuel and felt the plane shaking more than usual. One passenger, Michael Foster, shared his experience, stating, "I saw a bright flash out of the window, and the next thing I knew, there were flames coming from the engine. It was terrifying." The crew's swift response and emergency procedures. The flight crew acted swiftly and professionally in response to the dangerous situation upon noticing the flames. The pilot immediately aborted the takeoff and brought the aircraft to a controlled stop on the runway. The crew reassured passengers over the intercom and urged everyone to remain calm while they initiated emergency procedures. Airport officials also responded rapidly. With emergency vehicles quickly approaching the scene, the plane was safely evacuated, and no injuries were reported among the 170 passengers and crew members aboard the flight. According to reports, the evacuation process was smooth, with passengers exiting the plane via emergency slides as fire trucks worked to extinguish the flames. One passenger, Sarah Lee, commended the crew, saying, "The flight attendants were calm and efficient. They kept everyone informed, and we were evacuated quickly. It could have been a lot worse." Within minutes, airport fire crews had the situation under control, and the fire was extinguished before it could spread. The immediate aftermath. Once all passengers and crew were safely evacuated, they were taken to the airport terminal to regroup and await further instructions. Frontier Airlines provided assistance, ensuring passengers were rebooked on alternate flights to their destinations. Some passengers opted to stay in Las Vegas until the investigation into the incident was completed. As videos of the incident continued to circulate online, they drew widespread attention, with many expressing relief that the situation didn't result in a major tragedy. Harry Reid International Airport briefly closed the affected runway while authorities inspected the aircraft and cleared the scene, but operations resumed within a few hours. Frontier Airlines issued an official statement, acknowledging the incident and expressing gratitude for the professionalism of the crew and the quick response from emergency services. The airline emphasized that safety was their top priority and that they were cooperating fully with the investigation. The statement read, "We are grateful for the swift actions of our flight crew and the emergency responders. All passengers and crew were safely evacuated, and we are conducting a thorough investigation into the cause of the incident." What could have caused the flames? While investigations are still ongoing, initial reports suggest that the flames may have been caused by a bird strike. Bird strikes are not uncommon during takeoff or landing, and they can lead to serious damage to an engine if a bird is sucked into the intake. In this case, the damage could have triggered a mechanical failure that resulted in the flames. Another possibility being explored is the chance of an engine failure, which, while rare, can lead to similar situations. The Airbus A320 is equipped with CFM56 engines, which have a solid safety record. But even the best engines can occasionally experience malfunctions. Investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board (NTSB), along with representatives from Frontier Airlines and Airbus, have already begun examining the aircraft and reviewing flight data and cockpit voice recorders to determine the exact cause of the malfunction. Experts have noted that the quick response by the crew likely prevented a far worse scenario in cases of engine failure or mechanical issues during takeoff. Pilots are trained to abort takeoff and bring the plane to a stop to avoid further complications. How common are such incidents? While terrifying, incidents involving flames or engine malfunctions during takeoff are rare, and commercial air travel remains one of the safest modes of transportation, according to FAA statistics. There are roughly 14,000 bird strikes reported annually in the U.S., with the majority of them occurring at lower altitudes during takeoff or landing. In most cases, bird strikes do not lead to serious incidents, but they can cause damage to engines if a bird or debris is ingested. Modern aircraft are designed to withstand such impacts, and pilots undergo rigorous training to handle emergencies like engine failures. The Airbus A320, in particular, has an excellent safety record, and the fact that the crew handled the situation so smoothly speaks to the extensive safety protocols in place. Passengers' reactions and social media response. As videos of the flames went viral on platforms like Twitter and Instagram, many users expressed shock and concern over the dramatic footage. Others praised the quick-thinking crew and emergency services for their professionalism, with one commenter stating, "The way the crew handled this could have saved lives. They should be commended for their calm under pressure." Some passengers shared their experiences on social media, with several commending the efficiency of the evacuation process and expressing relief that everyone got off safely. However, there was also a sense of unease, with some saying that the incident was a reminder of the unpredictable nature of air travel. Conclusion: a close call with a safe outcome. What could have been a catastrophic event was expertly handled by the flight crew and emergency responders, resulting in a safe evacuation and no injuries. The incident is a stark reminder of the importance of aviation safety protocols and the skill of flight crews who are trained to respond to emergencies quickly and efficiently. As the investigation continues, passengers and the public can take comfort in the fact that all involved acted with professionalism and urgency, preventing what could have been a much worse outcome. Frontier Airlines has pledged to cooperate fully with authorities to determine the cause of the engine malfunction and ensure the continued safety of their fleet.